Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the elastic net regression theory concept. So in previous lecture I already explained about the lasso regression and ridge regression. So in this lecture I am going to explain about the elastic net regression. So in which kind of situation this elastic net regression you can supposed to be applied. So if you see the scenario, suppose I have a data set. So the data set shape is the 10,000 records and 1,000 columns. So in these 1,000 columns, some of the independent features are be correlated with the other independent variables. So at this kind of situation, which kind of regression, which means either ridge or lasso, you can supposed to apply. So this is the scenario. So in this kind of scenario, if you supposed to apply the ridge regression, what it will happen? So if you supposed to apply the ridge regression in this kind of a scenario, so this ridge regression will retain the all the features. So all the features means 1,000 features, but it will shrink the coefficients, which means that when you apply the ridge regression, the coefficient values may be reduced, but not be zero. So which means that after you are applying the ridge regression also, the you have the same 1,000 features will be ever existed, which means that the problem still be complex even you are applying the ridge regression also. So what it will happen, even if you apply the ridge regression to the 1,000 independent features, so the model will give the poor performance. So this is the scenario if you apply the ridge regression. Suppose if you want to apply the lasso regression instead of the ridge regression, what it will happen? So the main problem for the lasso regression is that, so there is a correlated features, there is a correlated variables. So it retains the only one variable and sets the other variables are zero, which means that there among the 1,000 features there is some features may be correlated with each other. So at that point of time, you can take one variable, independent variable. So other variables you can put it zero, which means that you can lodge some information. So that will possibly lead to this some loss of information. So result is that you can get the lower accuracy of the model. So which means even if you are applying the ridge regression model still complex with 1,000 features. If you apply the lasso regression, so features selection will be done, and but thing is that you can information loss of the information. So these are the two kinds of problems in this two different regression. So in this kind of scenario, what is the solution? The solution is nothing but the elastic net regression. So which is basically it is a hybrid of the ridge regression and lasso regression. So elastic net regression it works well when you have the huge data set. So in this elastic net there are the two parameters. So what are the two parameters? Alpha is one parameter, L1 ratio is one parameter. So elastic net is a basically combination of the both L1 and L2 regularization. So if you know the elastic net, you can implement the ridge regression and lasso regression by tuning the parameters. So it used the both L1 regularization and L2 penalty terms. So how do we adjust this lambdas in order to control this L1 penalty and L2 penalty? So for that purpose, we need to define the two parameters alpha, L1 ratio and alpha were define the model. So alpha and L1 ratio, these are the parameters which you can set accordingly if you wish to control the L1 and L2 penalty separately. Actually, alpha means A plus B and L1 ratio means A by A plus B. So here A and B, these are the weights assigned to this L1 and L2 term respectively. So when we change the values of alpha, and L1 ratio. So A and B are be set accordingly, such that they can control the trade-off between the L1 and L2. How can you control? So A is the weight multiplied with the L1 term and B is multiplied with the L2 term. Let's see. So let alpha is equal to A plus B is equal to 1, which means that A plus B is nothing but the alpha, that value is equal to 1. So in this kind of situation, if L1 ratio is equal to 1, so which means L1 ratio. So what is the L1 ratio? A by A plus B. So in this L1 ratio, if L1 ratio is equal to 1, therefore if you look the formula of L1 ratio, so this is the formula of the L1 ratio. In this L1 ratio, if you supposed to be A is equal to 1 and B is equal to set to 0, which means that 1 by 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, which means that L1 ratio is equal to 1 when A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0. So in this kind of scenario, you can say this is the L1 ratio. So similarly, L1 ratio is equal to 0. So L1 ratio is equal to 0. So which means that at that point of time A is equal to 0 and B is the anything if A either 0 or 1. So L1 ratio according to formula A by A plus B. So A means 0, 0 by 0 plus B means either 0 or 1. No, this is not an issue. Ultimately the answer will be 0, which means that L1 ratio is equal to 1, which means that is the L1 term, which is nothing but the Lasso regression. If L1 ratio is equal to 0, which means that is the L2 term, nothing but the ridge regression. So which means if this value 1, L1 ratio 1, that is the Lasso regression. If L1 ratio is 0, that is the ridge regression. So what is the conclusion among the regularization, which means that ridge regression, Lasso regression, elastic net regression? First, you have to understand is regularization. So regularization is used to reduce the dependency on any particular independent variable by adding the penalty term. So adding the penalty term to this loss function. So what is mean by loss function? So loss function is nothing but the sigma is equal to 1 to m yi minus y hat whole square. So this is the loss function of the linear regression. So this term prevents the coefficients of the independent variables to take extreme values. So in ridge regression, add the L2 regularization penalty term. So what is the L2 regularization penalty term? So which means that lambda multiplied with Wj whole square, which means that so we can add this L2 regularization penalty term to this loss function. So which means that ridge regression is nothing but the loss function of linear regression plus L2 penalty, which means that sigma I is equal to 1 to m yi minus y hat whole square plus lambda is multiplied with, so sigma j is equal to 0 to p w j whole square. So if you want to know this explain this equation, please watch my previous lectures about the ridge regression. So ridge regression is add the L2 penalty term to this loss function. So this term reduces the coefficients but does not mix to 0 and does not eliminate any independent variable completely. So it can be used to measure the impact of the different independent variables. So that is the ridge regression. And lasso regression, same like ridge regression. So add the L1 regularization penalty to the loss function. So what is the mean by L1 regularization penalty? Which means that sigma j is equal to p lambda mod wg, which means that the term reduce the coefficients as well as make to zero. So that is the main advantage of the lasso regression. So it can eliminate the corresponding independent variables completely. So it can be used for the feature selection. So when you apply the lasso regression, so it automatically select the important features. So next, elastic net is the combination of the both above regularizations. It contains the both L1 and L2 penalty terms. So it performs better than the region lasso regression for the most of the test cases. So means that, so this is the elastic net regression theory concept. So in next lecture, I will explain about the practical section about the elastic net regression. So I hope you understand this concept. If you have any kind of questions, please make it in comment section. Thank you.